I met FJ at a charity gala in the heart of the city, a glittering affair filled with sharp suits and sparkling wine. He stood out immediately, tall, impeccably dressed in a tailored navy suit, with a smile that could disarm anyone. His dark hair was neatly styled, and his hazel eyes had a quiet intensity that felt like he was seeing straight through you. He was charming, articulate, a Yale graduate who spoke about art and literature with the ease of someone who'd lived 1,000 cultured lives. I was 28, a marketing coordinator with a knack for falling for the wrong kind of guy, but FJ seemed different, mysterious, yes, but gentle in a way that made my guard slip. Our first date was at a quaint Italian restaurant, the kind with candlelit tables and soft jazz in the background. He was a perfect gentleman, pulling out my chair, asking thoughtful questions about my childhood in Vermont, my love for hiking, my dreams of writing a novel. He listened like he genuinely cared, his responses measured but warm. There was something enigmatic about him, like he held secrets he'd never share, but it only made him more intriguing. He spoke of his work as a financial consultant, travels to Paris and Tokyo, and quoted Rilke offhandedly, making me feel like I was in a romance novel. When he brushed my hand while passing the breadbasket, it felt electric, intentional. By the end of the night, I was smitten, imagining a second date, maybe a third. We went out a few more times, walks in the park, a late-night coffee where he teased me about my latte art obsession. But then, just as quickly as he appeared, he vanished. Texts went unanswered, calls unreturned. I was hurt but chalked it up to bad luck in love. Life moved on. I dated others, got a promotion, forgot about FJ's hazel eyes. 3 years later, I was scrolling through the news on my phone when his face stared back at me. Local man convicted of multiple murders, the headline screamed. FJ, 34, was sentenced to life without parole for the brutal killings of 4 women over a decade. The article described a meticulous, charming predator who lured his victims with sophistication and kindness. My stomach dropped. The room spun as I read details of his double life, how he'd used his polished exterior to hide a monster. The dates matched. One of the murders happened 2 weeks after our last date. I sat frozen, coffee going cold in my hands. How could I have missed it? He'd been so gentle, so attentive. I replayed every moment, his soft laugh, the way he'd held the door, the stories of his childhood that now felt like lies. Had I been a potential victim? Or just a fleeting distraction? The thought made my skin crawl. I felt betrayed, not just by him but by my own judgment. I'd seen mystery where there was menace, charm where there was calculation. I was lucky, I told myself, but the relief was hollow. The man I'd once dreamed about was a nightmare, and I'd danced on the edge of his darkness without ever knowing.